RetroManiacs, look at that rat's nest. Time for a shower. We got a good video today. Now I know what a couple of you longtime guys are thinking. Has Retro lost his mind? He's already unboxed a Fall Guy truck by Greenlight. Well, there's a very good reason we're going to get into it again. And I'm going to get into that in the video. A couple very good reasons. But check this out. There she is. Now I don't got the light on yet because I got the battery charging, but there she is. We're gonna get into her. KRAK!
This episode of KRAK It with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
Here's a look at mine, eh? Those older Illuma cases, guys, wow. But I unboxed mine a very long time ago on the Retro Collectibles channel, back when I was using a deep freezer for our look-see set. The one we're gonna unbox is property of the Cowie Diecast Museum. They look so good. I took my Chrome General Lee out of this one just to see how this would look, and I left it in there. But look at that, guys. Look, you can even see underneath the car. I'm gonna have to get another one for the Chrome General Lee. Before we get into all that, I gotta have a shower, wash up, and change. Usually I wear my clothes until they're like a suit of armor. Like bullets deflect off them. But this week I'm feeling different. So I'm going to change them. Next thing, you're going to see me wearing blue jeans, for frig's sakes. Now Dave is traveling. He's in another country. He's over in Nevada right now, actually. And he's on a hunt. Checking out what's good for the 905 crew and the RetroManiacs and the Retro Army. And he took time out to take a video just for you guys, to show you guys what he is seeing out and about. Now, I'm going to have to show him about putting his camera sideways, so I apologize about that. He doesn't do YouTube, so he doesn't know. It took me a while to catch on to that. I think he's meaning for me to make reels out of it, which is cool, but I'm going to show you guys as well, obviously. But anyway, check this out while I get in the shower so you guys aren't bored to death sitting here waiting for me.
You make me feel real when you tell me something. I like it when I see you often. So baby, say you're feeling the same, yeah. You make me feel real when you tell me something. I like it when I see you often. So baby, say you're feeling the same, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Retro Army, before we get into new business, I got to deal with old business. The Boston Ranger 1970, you've seen that I emailed through the webpage Passion Diecast about your car. They've not responded to me yet. They're just in Quebec, so if I don't hear back from them in a day or two, I'll just call them directly. What might have happened was in the message I explained I have a YouTube channel, it's for a prize for somebody. Maybe the guy thought that I wanted it for free, but that's not the case. I just want a shipping quote to ship it to the US and I'll send the guy the money. It might be something where I might have to call direct. Yeah. Okay, so why I'm getting into this again, guys. So, the reason I'm getting into this again, there's multiple reasons. Reason one, the first time when I unboxed my own, I had about 800 subscribers less. I was doing it with an iPhone 7. I was very, how would you put it, green, I guess you would say, on camera back then. We didn't have a microphone back then. We didn't have the look-see set back then. We didn't have the turntable back then. And we didn't have 1060 RetroManiacs back then. That original video is getting a lot of traffic from what I see anyway. And it's not nearly as good a quality as it could be. So we're gonna do it right with a better camera, better everything. And we're just going to do it right this time. Not saying the first time was wrong, but there's just 1,000,001 improvements. We got the look-see set. We're live at the KRAK Diecast Museum. Well, it won't be live when you guys see it, but I'm live at the KRAK Diecast Museum right now. And another reason to open this. So, when Glenn first rented the museum, we were taking skids of museum stock in through the tunnels with the forklift. We were unpacking stuff. We were all deadly tired. Now, Glenn, we both got this together, these two. If you watch my old video, we got two of these trucks for $268 Canadian shipped from, I believe, either Passion Diecast or my other Quebec store. I'm so bad with names. Passion Diecast, what's the other one? Nice Car Diecast. One of those two. Two for $268, everything in shipped, okay? Glenn, now these require a tiny bit of assembly and it's a pain in the butt. Glenn had me put his front bash bumper on. Well, when he was moving stuff in, I guess we were all tired and we forgot about the front bumper bash guard being off of it in shipping because it doesn't fit in the plastic, and that's why it was off. And we put it back in with it on, and you can guess it came off. So I'm gonna fix that. It's not like snapped or broken or anything. It just might need a little bit more glue, that's all. And yes, these parts, you do have to glue them on, and they're a pain in the butt. If you don't glue them on, if you watch the first video, the aerial on my Fall Guy truck went like a slingshot at one point. So, and you guys will be able to see. Now, Greenlight Collectibles, I love them and I hate them, guys. The Fall Guy truck, so the Fall Guy truck, and what else was it? There's a couple by Greenlight, but the Fall Guy truck for sure, 1 of 18 scale Fall Guy truck, in my opinion, is one of the best Greenlight has done. This and the Bigfoot truck. 1 of 18 Bigfoot with the 66-inch tires, of course. And these are the two best castings Greenlight's done, in my opinion. 2 of the best, if not the best, okay? Another really good one that I love that I have is the Black Ghost Challenger. Now, there was a lot of reports of bad paint jobs on those, but luckily my paint job came fine. It had the gator grain roof. First, when I had it the 1 of 64 scale version. Greenlight still in the package, I had it. That didn't have the gator grain roof. The 1 of 18 scale did. Okay, so beautiful packaging by Greenlight, and they put it on the plastic base. That way, there's no screws, nothing to mess with to get it out to look at it. Now, like I said, when this came shipped, when they come shipped, these are off, okay? Now, this just got knocked off because we were tired from moving Glenn in, and we went, ooh, and put it in the box, and went, oh crap. But very detailed. I'm going to unbox it as if it's a new truck. So this wouldn't be on it anyway. But I am glad I don't have to fight with the aerial. By the way, guys, when you get them, they come covered in that oil. And it's to make sure that it doesn't rust, I guess, in storage. But it comes covered in oil. Guys, this is beautiful. Like, you've seen it in my light up display, and I'm going to show you guys again. But these are the best, in my opinion, one of the best Greenlight has done. One thing that they did miss, one detail they missed that a lot of you guys might miss on it. I'll show you both sides. That, believe it or not, the early 80s metal, or the die-cast Ertl, the toy grade one, believe it or not, the Ertl toy grade one from the 80s got it right. But that hidden compartment, remember that hidden compartment that they had there? You could see the line in the body usually. The Ertl has that, the Ertl toy grade one. That's the only thing they missed, in my opinion. I remember my original video, or it was a short, I can't remember which one. There was a couple of people saying, oh, that truck's awesome. I wish they didn't put the fall guy on the hood like that. It was in the show. That's so authentic, that fall guy. So if it wasn't on the hood, it wouldn't be authentic. Now, I had a hard time actually deciding whether to put this on or off, because it looks great with it off. It just looks like a square body. Like, any way you put it, it looks awesome. Now, this thing here, the aerial, was a bitch. And I can't believe Glenn's is staying in the little holster so well, because mine, if you breathe on it, it pops out. But it bends over, goes in the little holster like that, and that's how it's supposed to stay. Steers perfectly. Wait till you see the interior on this, guys. These are gorgeous. If you don't got one yet, I suggest you get one if you're interested in them before they get to be an outrageous price. 1992 GMC Sierra Grande 2500. This one is numbered 08777. Not sure what that number means or how many of them were even made. But you can see the bottom, they did a pretty good job. Pretty decent. Wait till you see the interior though, guys. Under the hood, they killed it too. And the doors, by the way, open beautifully. They almost snap open. They do snap open, actually. But wait till you see the detail. And of course, I'm going to show you up on the look-see set. Under those different light conditions. But we're getting a pretty good angle. You can see the bench seat. The dash looks identical. Like, I rode in these trucks as a kid, guys, and that dash looks identical. The steering wheel looks identical. Like, it's a flashback to me because I rode in so many of these growing up. And they really nailed it. Wait till you see the driver's side. If you remember this truck or rode in one, wait till you see. Yeah, like I said, guys, probably my favorite Greenlight. This and Bigfoot. Greenlight, a lot of times it's almost like what they do is, if they're the only one that has the license for something, they're like, hey guys, we're the only guys with the license, kill it. You know what I mean? Because it seems like the cars that they're the only ones that have the license. Wow. And I'm gonna attach this as well to show you guys how it looks. Maybe I could do it without glue, but I doubt it. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need glue. I might not glue it now. Actually, I'm not gonna glue it now because it's gonna go back in the box. Because one wants something to protect it from dust, and I don't blame them. They fit in the Illuma cases, Glenn, and they look good. But, I feel like we're forgetting a couple things. You want to see a cool feature? Not only is the license plate a cool feature and the tailgate looks cool, but it opens. Opening tailgate, guys. Functioning tailgate. There's a certain way to get it to click down. I'm not going to mess with it because I don't want to break it with one hand screwing with it. But to get it up and over, you just pull up and over and then push down to snap it back in place, and it snaps in. There we go. That looks authentic. Mine came mint. The only problem mine had was the passenger side mirror was a tiny bit bent in, and I bent it back for the most part anyway. It's got this here, a Grande logo. Now, it does not have any paint rash, guys. It still has remnants of that oil, so I think after I cut the video, I might give it a wipe. Because it is beautiful. And I think what you guys need to do is see it up on the look-see set. Now, like I said, Greenlight, I have a love-hate relationship with them. Either I love what they put out or I hate what they put out. This is an example of Retro loves what they put out. Check this out. Damn, son. That is gorgeous. See, before we didn't have the fancy turntable, which it barely fits on, by the way. But it does fit. Bigfoot wouldn't fit. I have it just right so it won't roll. I tested it to make sure it would not roll. But that is gorgeous, guys. GMC logo, tailgate, working tailgate. It's got the daylighters up top like it did on the show. It's got the wheels that look just like it did on the show. And it even looks good without the front bull bar. Now, I'm not going to put Glenn's bull bar on. I'll show you with my assembled one downstairs. Now, fellas, this is worth the price of admission right here. The Fall Guy truck on the new Retro Collectibles look-see set at the Cowie Diecast Museum. You could see the friggin' gas gauge and speedo and everything. Look on the gas pedal and everything. You could see the little grooves that they put. Details on the doors, a little pull handle to pull the doors shut. No chrome marker needed there. Chrome paint pen, rather. My bad. Just realized I didn't show you guys the engine yet, but we're in the best spot for it anyway, up on the look-see set under the different lighting conditions. And like I said, guys, those doors just open clean. They just snap open. I remember the feeling, like even that metal glove box, I remember that as a kid, like the feeling of that seat. See the grooves on it, the design on the upholstery. I remember all that as a kid riding in these. Wow. It's got the lights up top from back in the day. Speaking of trucks, and before I forget, you know it would be a cool truck to have made or even done as a custom in 1/18 scale? Do you remember, well obviously, you remember the show Chips if you're an old guy like me, Chips with Paunch and Baker? Remember Baker's truck, the big 4x4? I believe it was a Chevy Stepside, GMC. That thing was sweet. I believe it had turbine rims on it, if I remember correctly. Somebody got to do that. Just to look at it lengthwise before we see the engine, because I would not forget to show you guys that. But look how beautiful. Before we pop the hood, boys. And there's no paint rash, guys. Anything you're seeing is that weird oily residue that I'm going to give it a wipe. But just showing you guys the Fall Guys Stunt Association. They did perfect with that. This thing is a work of art. Greenlight, if you're watching, work of art. What we've been waiting for, guys, look at that. That is just like what I remember. Well, I don't remember them being brand new looking like that. Usually these, when I was riding in them, they had a few years on them. So they didn't look crispy new like that. But look at even the battery and everything. Definitely don't got to take a chrome paint pen and touch up in here. You don't got to touch up any battery terminals. Trying to get right in there to show you guys. See the master cylinder, everything. Crazy detail under that hood. Look at that. Now, I don't know if you guys want me to create this or not, actually. Because it would be, you know what? If it wasn't for the assembly and it being a pain in the butt, I'd give it a 10, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for the assembly, because it was a pain in the butt for me. So I know it'll be a pain in the butt for, say, older people or people that aren't good with stuff like that. Just can't stop showing you guys that thing's a beauty. And look, you could even see the back window, like the sliding windows in it. So Greenlight Fall Guy truck, guys. Greenlight Collectibles, 1 of 18 scale. Greenlight Hollywood line. The Fall Guy truck. If you were on the fence about getting it, saying, should I get one? Hell yeah, you should. I started with the movie cars. I started big. My first one was a 1 of 18 scale Silver Screen Machines General Lee. Now I was lucky. It didn't come with a box, but it was totally mint. I got it for $100. And then it snowballed from there. The Fall Guy truck was one of my first ones, I believe. I believe the Fall Guy truck was one of my first, within my first 5 anyway. And I remember it was a big deal when it came. So, but now, like I said, we got the better phone, we got the better equipment, so I figure we'll revisit it. Sorry, guys. It's that monobrow, eh? I can't help it. But I figured I would revisit the Fall Guy truck for new viewers and old viewers that want to see it in high definition. With a little bit of a more talkative, comfortable host and live from the Cowie Diecast Museum. Hey, I'm in the Cowie Diecast Museum now. Look at the grand windows in the Cowie Diecast Museum. Looks like I'm in a church. And that's, hey, we're in a church. The Church of Retro. And the look-see set is the altar of Cowie. The altar of the Cowie Diecast Museum. Hey, right there, the looks, and look, see how it's lit up? That's Glenn Cowie's altar at the Cowie Diecast Museums. Before I forget, because I know there's probably some people that are going to say, well, that sucks. I wanted to see how it looked with the grill on it. You didn't really show too much of it at the beginning with the one in the glow case. I'll show you the grill now, the bumper thing. His name is Ollie G. He didn't pay the gate fee. He sits down to pee. His name is Ollie G. Here's a look from the top with some real good lighting conditions, eh? There she is, boys and girls. There's the front of her. Sexy, eh? It's sexy without that and sexy with it. Like I said, I had a hard time deciding how to display it with or without. I was gonna get you guys reacquainted with these, but it's been a minute and I gotta charge the batteries. Got that one completely burnt out. Poor Ferris. This might be the next one we check out, guys. Carol Shelby's personal Shelby Cobra. Shh, don't tell nobody though. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. Please smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe and share. Share with your buddies. Come on, you know it's good stuff. Have I not been consistent for you? Come on. And as always, guys, happy hunting and stay safe.